All right. So my first demon, no, okay. There's a bit of preface to go through here for a second. I haven't done any Demon Souls streams for two reasons. First of all, playing through 1-1 every time got so tedious that I just didn't want to do runs on it. So I have a character from every single class played up through 1-1, getting all the items in the Journey to the Nexus, beating the what's it called, the Vanguard demon, and getting almost every item in 1-1. There are a couple exceptions, like the world tendency items or whatever. Oh yeah, what character was that? The barbarian, Krista? I think it was. Anyway, and so I have all of those up, and then the other reason that I've never done a Demon Soul stream is that getting upgrade materials is horribly tedious. But I figured out a really easy dupe glitch, which I will actually demonstrate right now because I want to upgrade my weapon just to make getting the pickaxe a little bit easier. So I have no reason to not stream Demon Souls at this point. Hello Oak, hello Vikushin, hello Krista, hello Lilith, welcome. Oh, I gotta eat, darn. Well, I hope you enjoy your time here while you are here. The dupe glitch is literally just parry, action button, pause, and then open the inventory. You have a ton of time to do it. You see the forfeit all souls and return message there, and then you see the inventory screen in the back. Then you would just press start again, talk to Thomas, deposit, and then whatever you want to dupe. So in this case, I'm going to need sharpstone for the pickaxe and for the weapon that I'm currently using. You just deposit, and then mash back out, and make sure you tap circle outside of the dialogue before you get teleported away. Oh, is it laggy? Is it the game? Or is it your stream specifically? Because I know that RPCS3 has some issues with streaming. If it's just your stream, then I think it should be okay. Hello, Deuterium. I hope you enjoy your time playing Demon Souls spoiler-free. Okay, the stream is fine. Good. That is good to know. I'm going to upgrade the falchion a little bit. The pickaxe is just in 2-1, so we can get it immediately. Obviously, don't want to go through 1-1 because of the setup that I did. Yeah, the duplication glitch is very useful. Demon Craft. I didn't even say that. There's a name. So this Titanite. So okay. I don't know if it's because of the remake specifically, or if it's just Fextra, but Fextra said that this Titanite lizard drops a large hardstone shard. Come on. When in fact it drops a large sharpstone shard, which is okay. Well, it did last time. That poses an issue because I'm not actually sure where to get large sharpstone. Because I know we can get a sharpstone chunk in here. We can get a large hardstone shard from a different crystal lizard. I thought that was a guaranteed chance, not... What the... Thought I got hit, but I accidentally pressed the roll button. That was very confusing. If anyone knows where to get a large sharpstone shard off the top of their head, I would be very appreciative. I mean, the pickaxe is, like, right up here. Like, do I have a chance to get large sharpstone shards from the... Oh, the bag carrier is over here, huh? Might have been better to upgrade, like, the mail breaker or something, but whatever. Just for the few enemies in here, but not really a big deal. Yeah, probably Fextra being Fextra. Yeah, there's a static sharpstone chunk in here. I know that for sure. Because I got that yesterday. But I don't know about a large sharpstone shard. Yeah, Demon Souls is really good. It's very... Oh yeah, the clearstone is also good. I might It might be a good idea to go for a quality pickaxe. But there's a chunk of sharpstone. Demon Souls is really, really good. It's like, the best way I could describe it is Dark Souls 1 gameplay. In Dark Souls 2 levels, the gameplay is different from Dark Souls 1. Like, you don't have jumping, you don't have plunge attacks. It feels like a less refined Dark Souls 1, but in a lot of ways, that makes it feel really good in different ways. Hello, Aora, and hello, Natalie. Yeah, the pickaxe is literally just right here, so we can get that up to +3 super quickly. The problem with going quality immediately is that, actually, I think we can get large clearstone shards from 2-2, right? I don't know. I don't remember. That might be easier to upgrade, though. It does feel a lot more RPG-esque, which also invites Dark Souls 2 comparisons, right? Because Dark Souls 2 also feels, pardon me, Jesus, also feels very RPG-esque as opposed to Dark Souls 1 and 3. Yeah, the PS3 version of this game. I do own the PS5 version, but the PS3 version is just so much easier to stream because I can play it on my PC instead of having to use like a capture card or whatever. So I'm playing this version purely for convenience. Oh, I can buy them from I can buy the large Sharpstone shards from the Filthy Manitou too as well. Looks like Oblivion. I can see that actually. I get it. Okay, let's see. So upgrade the pickaxe to... I believe it does piercing damage, which would make sense. But I don't know. Is quality pickaxe worth it? Because right now, obviously, the scaling is worse. But it has good dexterity scaling. And the base damage isn't that much lower. It's only 20, which isn't that big of a deal. I don't even know if I have the stats for the pickaxe. What is it? Okay, yeah, I can two-hand it. 13 strength, 12 dex, and scales primarily off of dex until quality. Right. The immense shine. I do really like the lighting. Oops. I do really like the lighting in this game. I think it looks really nice for the time it came out. I guess I can use all my souls as well, including boss souls. I don't really have any use for them. You have to use souls one by one, which is very of the era. That was true of PS3 Dark Souls 1 as well. Yeah, the UI is everything about this game aesthetically, I think, is incredible. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Souls games were like Sony's answer to Elder Scrolls. Or well, I think it was like an experiment in that, but they ended up not liking where it was going and just handed it to FromSoft as a failed game or whatever. But I do think the original version of this game looks incredible. Oops. Just having a snack after using all my souls. And like, did the tables really turn? Because they still kept doing that, right? Elden Ring being open world was probably heavily inspired by the success of open world games from, you know, like um Skyrim and whatever. I don't know how much dexterity I should get if before going into strength. I don't know what soft caps are in this game. I'm gonna assume they're Dark Souls 1 soft caps. Hello, Sam the Pigman. Welcome. Should I go quality? I think I should go quality. What's the scaling like right now? Yeah, I mean, even with it not upgraded all the way, it's gonna be better scaling, right? And I don't even have good stats yet, so... It is very vibey. The vibe of this game is incredible. Okay, I need to put this here. One more dupe glitch. And then the... Oh, I don't have the... I don't need a shield to parry, but I do want a shield equipped. And I should probably just leave everything with Thomas. Oops. There we go. Talk to me, please. you go. And that should be more than enough to get to... Oh wait, I don't even actually have the souls that I need for this, which should be fine. Oh, okay, I need chunks anyway, which we can get from 2-2. So 2-2 is our next goal, I guess. Calamite? I think Calamite and Seath were both in the first Kingsfield, right? Or was it Kingsfield 2? Is it a diamond pickaxe? No, I think it's a... I don't know. In this game, in the UI, it looks iron, but because of the lighting, it also kind of looks copper. I think it's iron. I think it's supposed to be an iron pickaxe. So unfortunately, we don't have a diamond pickaxe, and I don't know where magic weapon is. I guess I could use sticky white stuff. I plan to do that on Flame Lurker anyway. Yeah, this is a lot more dark fantasy-esque than Oblivion. That's a good point. But it is very similar in terms of, like... I don't know, in terms of vibe, right? It has the old game nostalgia to it. Ow. Oh. I do get the Oblivion comparisons. Maybe kind of a mix between Oblivion and Morrowind, right? I don't know. I don't play Elder Scrolls very much. What's the crit damage like, actually? Is it... Can I see crit modifier here? I don't think I can. Yeah, it doesn't really say. That's unfortunate. I also don't know this game very well at all, so I don't know how long this is going to take. I have a strong feeling, oops, it's going to either take an hour longer or an hour less than my Dark Souls 1 streams. So we'll see. Yeah, I couldn't personally recommend the Kingsfield series. If you are going into it because you like Souls, that is probably the worst reason to get into Kingsfield, because it's aggressively not like Souls. I can't see anything. My brightness is a little low. But yeah, it's very... I don't know. It's almost exclusively RPG. Technically ARPG, but I mean, not really, right? If I had to describe the combat, I would put it very close to, like, Morrowind. Where's the lever? I don't even remember. I think it's down here. Oh, it's up, isn't it? I have to go across and drop down there. I mean, it's not even, like, the aesthetics that bother me about, or not bother me, but that make Kingsfield feel so different from Souls. Like, going from Kingsfield to Demon Souls, the mechanics are vaguely similar, but the way you engage with them feels intensely different. Oops. Okay. Evidently, I don't know Demon Souls nearly as well as Dark Souls. Do a mirror run in Dark Souls 1? What do you mean by that? Or Minecraft? Yeah, like, the first-person perspective just completely changes how everything works necessarily, right? On top of the clunky early first-person game controls. So, I don't know. It's hard to say that you should play it if you like Souls games. Grass? Grass! Hopefully, I won't be running out of grass during this playthrough. I only want to dupe upgrade materials because upgrade materials are very hard to come by in this game, and I don't want to farm for them. So I don't want to dupe souls. I don't want to dupe grass. I don't want to dupe anything other than upgrade materials, really. I don't remember. I know there's somewhere you can get a guaranteed pure clear stone. I don't remember where exactly. I need to get one from Astrava in 1.3, which might be a good idea to do after Dragon got up here. I don't know. Yeah, Iron Pineapple made a video on... Wasn't it all the Kingsfield games in one game? Or in one video, rather? Very, very interesting video. It did make me want to try the Kingsfield games, but when I did, I just didn't really enjoy playing them personally. Unfortunately. Oh my goodness. I should have known this one was here. My Dark Souls experience is failing me in Demon Souls. I don't know if I should be running past enemies. I know that's relatively detrimental in this game compared to some others, but I feel like in this instance it should be okay. There's a crystal lizard here. Spider stone. Whoa. I think streaming a game that I don't know anything about is going to be an interesting experience, because obviously I've done a couple Demon Souls streams, but that was a very slow, like, looking everywhere playthrough. This is kind of the opposite. I know where most of the stuff that I want is, and I'm just trying to get there as quickly as possible. So we'll see how this ends up. Hopefully it's an enjoyable watch. Me attempting to play Demon Souls like I play Dark Souls 1, despite not knowing it nearly as well. You went hollow IRL from Demon Souls. This isn't where I need to be. The overhead swing on the pickaxe is really good for short enemies. Like crystal lizards. I mean, also crystal lizards, but the salamanders there and the dogs down here as well. Where am I going? I swear I've played this game before. I don't remember how to actually get through this level. I know there's another lever that I need to pull, or interact with, rather, to lower the, or to make water pour on the lava. It's over here. Okay. Yeah. This moveset is good for dogs. Is that counter or instability damage? Maybe counter damage. I don't know any of the mechanics in this game. I'm pretty sure the pickaxe has like sweet spot damage because it's a hammer class weapon. But I don't know how like beneficial the Master's Ring would be, because I don't know how easy that sweet spot is, or even if there is actually a sweet spot. I'm pretty sure there is. But the Demon Souls wikis and forums are really not good for information, especially compared to the other Souls games. It's very unfortunate. Like, trying to play Demon Souls when you don't know anything about it and trying to like look stuff up is one of the least fun experiences you can have trying to play a Souls game with information from the internet. If you were to hypothetically pirate Kingsfield, yeah, I mean, just download a ROM. It's, the first games were PS1, right? And PS2 isn't exactly difficult to emulate if you have a half-decent computer. Yeah, but like, oh god, I forgot. I have explosive barrels here. Even if there is sweet spot damage, I don't know how the sweet spot is calculated. I assume it's like Dark Souls 1, right? Where it's time-based rather than actually hitbox position-based, like Dark Souls 2. So the sweet spot isn't difficult to get. I assume the 117 damage is sweet spot and the 82 is not sweet spot. But I don't know how reliable that's going to be for me to hit, so I don't know if the Master's Ring is worth it, right? Oh my goodness. Dark Souls 2 info? Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls have a lot in common in that way, right? They're less popular than the other games, and for that reason, the information online is just kind of lesser in a lot of ways, which is really unfortunate. Because, and like, they also have a lot in common in terms of like level design, right? And enemy layout, especially. If you try to run past enemies, you're gonna get obliterated in both of them. Feels like playing Dark Souls 1 for the first time again. I would highly recommend playing Demon Souls if you haven't played it, especially if you specifically like Dark Souls 1. I'm gonna heal. Obviously, going into it blind is the best possible experience, like with any Souls game, but... What the? I didn't know it could use that at this closer range. Swipe again? Whoa. Okay, slam. Cool. And then... Smack. Easy. Is it always 2 swipes and then slam? Wow, it is. I didn't know that. Okay, yeah, the 85 is non-sweet spot damage. Oh wait, run! Smite in poorly. Oh, that's a lot shorter range than I thought it was. I actually don't know. Never mind. Okay, just stay at the fog wall. Uh, what? Oh, I'm webbed. I was wondering why my dodge wasn't working. How long does the web last? Okay, it's over. Get up faster, Jesus. Oof. Okay, that one was skill issue on my part. Luckily, healing isn't exactly limited in this game. I mean, shields, if for a first-time playthrough, I would say a shield is very, very useful, just like Dark Souls 1. But it's not, like, absolutely required. Parrying is really easy and really powerful in this one. Wow. Very easy armored spider. Obviously, I'm a little bit over-leveled in terms of weapon level, but, you know. But yeah, shields are useful, but not, like, insane. I believe this one has at least a chance of dropping a clear stone chunk. Crystal lizards are so much harder to collect in this game. Chunk of clear stone, hell yeah. It is very silly. I love how silly Demon Souls is compared to the other games. You don't like a Bethesda game, make it a Souls-like, true. Elden Ring is just better than Skyrim. Because that's a very apt comparison for sure. Right, Thomas, I need you to work your magic again. Oh, wait, what? You can do that in the time with a block animation? Okay, so the deal with the dupe glitch is you use the Nexio binding, and within the time that the parry animation is going, you have time to pull up the menu, right? But because I accidentally pressed block instead of parry, the time that my character moved the shield back down to their hip was enough time to get to actually open the menu before it was used. I didn't realize it would be just like timing and animation based. I thought it had to do with the parry animation more specifically. Or at least it would take longer.
Hello again.
Okay, and chunk of clear stone. Deposit, back out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, highly recommend going in blind if you can. Like, I don't think going in with knowledge of the game would be particularly detrimental to your enjoyment, but I mean, it's a Souls game, right? Okay, I need a pure clear stone, which I think we can get from the Dragon Gods Arena. There's a Crystal Lizard in the Dragon Gods Arena, which we should be able to get it from. You have to be rude to Baldwin. I will absolutely not be rude to Baldwin. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. Wait, what the... What are you doing back? I know every time you kill a demon, it respawns a Crystal Lizard, but I didn't know you could do it like that. Oh, pardon me. Sorry. That was an accident. I wanted to take out this Crystal Lizard, actually. But you kind of got in the way. Pardon me. Okay. I need to be more careful. I don't need that Crystal Lizard anyway. Every Soulsborne game, but everyone is a maiden, including you, but except Seath. I don't think that's very safe for everyone other than Seath, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, the Crystal Lizards are very sassy, especially with their, like, dancing animation. I love their teleport animation in this game. It's so much better than the one in Dark Souls 1, as much as I hate to say it. I don't know the best way down from here, to be honest. I believe it's like this. Fall damage sure is technically a thing in this game. Oh, I don't know, like, what the thresholds for fall damage are. Like, is this a good fall to take? Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure I'll make it down eventually, though. Whether or not I'm alive once I get there. Oh, my bad. Sorry for murdering you. You kind of got in my way. I was trying to kill this random lizard that was running by. My bad. Favorite Soulsborne blacksmith? That's a hard question. I mean, Lenegrast is up there. But, like, Andre is an easy choice. And just for that, I think I have to say it's not Andre. Is there a platform there? There is. Okay. I believe I can drop to the bottom from here? No, there's another platform. I don't know how far down that is in terms of, like, how close to the damage threshold and everything. I believe I can just drop to the bottom from here, though. Guess we'll find out. Cool. And then need to remember, oh my goodness, how to actually get to the boss. I think it's this way. Yeah, there we go. Chances are I'm going to die to Flame Lurker because I haven't leveled health yet, but... Yeah, I mean, there is a reason that Andre is the easy choice, but also it's like, that's also bias for me. I've played Dark Souls 1 too much for it to be Andre. I don't know. That said, my favorite Firekeeper is Shanalat, followed very closely by Anastasia. I really love Anastasia. I don't know why. I could not give you a reason. Oh my goodness. I do not know Flame Lurker's moveset at all, by the way. That's good damage, though. A lot better damage than I had with the last time I did this, or did this game on stream. I think last time the Flame Lurker fight was like 5 minutes or something stupid like that. Very, very long Flame Lurker fight last time I streamed. But I also didn't use glitches to upgrade my weapon. And I did Flame Lurker relatively early and didn't use magic. So. Oh my god. The slap. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Love the instability damage doing the staggers. The jumping into you dealing damage is not ideal, huh? Okay, yeah, that sweet spot damage is significant. Is that 100 damage with the sticky white stuff? I forgot that buffs actually modify your crit damage. Or, I mean, your sweet spot damage. Oh, owie. I'm gonna be a little bit cautious here. Try not to die. Flame Lurker is probably the hardest boss in the game. Only potential exception being like Maneaters. And even then, I don't think Maneaters are that bad, especially because of your likely upgrade level at that point. He does jump around a lot, which gives a lot of opportunities for like free heals and whatever. But it also gives a lot of opportunities for very annoying chances to get hit. Oh my goodness. I think I've healed more in this fight than any Scream fight I've ever done in Dark Souls 1. I don't think that's strictly true, but it's close. I love Minecraft too. It's a very good game. The boss is way too bright. Yeah, it does kind of have the Prepare to Die edition issue, doesn't it? I think just for Dragon God, I want to upgrade my health a bit. Weird guilt-laden girls. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Anastasia specifically is hard to like because there's not much about her. I can't use... Well, yeah, I can because I'm not going to use it for... What's his name, right? So, whatever. Hard demons. It's... The soft cap is only 30 in this game? Are you sure? That's weirdly low. Yeah, Anastasia is the Dark Souls 1 Firelink Firekeeper. Hard cap, excuse me, hard cap is 50. Okay, so it's like the first soft cap. Is I'm gonna get like, I don't know, 20 should be fine, and then a little bit of strength. It's like how 20 is the soft cap for strength and the first soft cap for strength and dex in Dark Souls 1 kind of thing. Fighting Lost Isolith personified. Yeah, Anastasia's... I don't know. I think it's just like her... She's very easy to be empathetic with, right? Especially from someone who has like religious trauma in a lot of ways. That's probably it. Look, the hard demon soul was made for sticky white stuff, right? To be fair, the sticky white stuff name is very much not the original name. I don't actually know what is it. Red means he's about to split me in half with his fist. Wow, that is not the way I should have said that. Yeah, about to punch my soul out of my body. Okay, and then hide. Yellow means I'm good. Red means I'm about to die. So just wait for him to turn. Wait for him to turn. Go. Split you in half? Oh my. That's not... I didn't mean to say it like that. It just kind of happened. Green means he's mean. Is it... I don't even remember where I'm supposed to go at this point. This way? Okay. What's he doing? Did I accidentally get the speedrun strat where I could have just immediately ran? Anastasia is like Yuria and Carla? Huh. I don't know where he looks for this one. You good? Wait. I'm scared. I don't think he's gonna one-shot me. Is it just when he looks up is when it's good to go? I'm gonna go. I have no idea how to fight this boss. Okay. If you couldn't tell. I hope that would be kind of obvious. Okay, I think I'm good. This music reminds me of the Forsaken Fortress from Wind Waker, which is oddly fitting. Missed Herobrine? Isn't Herobrine the final boss? Or like the fake final boss, you know? I think that's the deal with this one, right? We got false King Herobrine. And then true King Herobrine is like the true final boss or whatever. Oh my goodness. Wait, come back. Wait, come back. There we go. Chunk of clearstone. No, that's not what I want. I need the pure clearstone. Wait, where do you get the pure clearstone then? I have no idea. I guess we'll have to free a Strava, right? That's not a big deal. I don't actually know how to do that, but it shouldn't be hard. Oh, the Master's Ring is up here too. I do want to use that. I think I have Cling Ring on, which is obviously not super useful given that I'm not in soul form. And then also Thief Ring, just because it's the only other one you get in 1-1. I'll just put that on there. Thief Ring isn't bad by any means. Yeah, the weapon was made for this, it's true. I mean, technically the Dragon Bone Smasher was made for this, but the pickaxe is better. What the? Why are you doing that? Okay. Okay, use the pickaxe to mine the pure clearstone out of the clearstone chunk. Got it. That makes sense. Pure dragonstone. We can actually go through 1-1 and get the pure clearstone right now, or 1-2 rather. Forsaken Fortress scared me so much. Getting caught by the moblins was the most terrifying thing I ever experienced in a game as a child. I fully understand your fear there. I've also died to the breath. How he sits there and breathes, but you can't, like, if you don't know that the breath kills you, it's so annoying to die to that. I feel your pain as well. I believe the Dragon God is there because it was captured. I think that's the deal. Like the people of Stonefang worshipped him and captured him and put him there, and the ballista are specifically there for the Dragon God. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm gonna go down under the bridge because it's faster and easier. Also, yesterday when I was routing this out, trying to figure out like where the hardstone and sharpstone was, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna do quality, I checked the wiki, and the wiki said that you could get large sharpstone from the or from 2-1, right? The crystal lizard at the beginning of 2-1, which you can. That was accurate. But I thought that the pickaxe would need hardstone because that just kind of makes sense in my brain. So I was thinking that I needed to go to 2-1 to get my main upgrade stone. And then I learned that oh my goodness, the pickaxe actually needs sharpstone, but my brain didn't update the fact that I actually needed to go to or get. All right, you get hardstone, a large hardstone shard from the crystal lizard at the end of this level, right? And my brain hadn't updated to the fact that I needed to go back to 2-1 instead of 1-2. So I went here and thought that the wiki was wrong because I got hardstone from here, which is what the wiki says. Point is, my brain didn't function. I got really confused as to where I needed to go for the upgrade materials. And that was very difficult to figure out what the hell I was doing wrong for a second. These archers actually do a weirdly high amount of damage, especially if they all hit you. Wow. Oh, partial. I love how you can just not see a single frame of your parry animation in this game if you parry too late. Parrying is weirdly easy in this game, but it's also like way later than it seems like it should be. Oh, Jesus. And the attack animations are weirdly long sometimes. That's kind of just on me though. Alright, Tower Knight shouldn't be too bad with a +4 quality weapon. Oh, I need to go save Astrava. I don't know if I need to save Astrava before. Oh. Before beating Tower Knight, but I'm sure it's fine. I know there is at least one other pure stone. Ah! Ouchie. That was rude. Yeah, the soldier noises, the hollow noises or whatever, and this one are really funny, especially the death sounds. I love the death sounds in this game. They're so funny. And they're not like zombies in this one, right? So that's probably like that difference does make a lot of sense in terms of lore or whatever. Yeah, the pickaxe is insanely fast in this game, especially compared to Dark Souls 1. Wow, that Master's Ring is really putting in work. Very difficult Tower Knight fight. Gotta go back to the Phalanx Demon Soul, or Phalanx Demon Archstone, so I can save Astrava. Yeah, the DPS you can get in this game is insane. Like the starting weapon for golems are so different. The starting weapon for the Wanderer, or no, for the Hunter class, the Battle Axe is one of the best weapons in the game. And with the sweet spot on top of Master's Ring, Clever Rat's Ring, which is this game's RTSR, and then First Blade, which is like the closest you can get to Power Within in this game, with what's the other one? With the Morion Blade, which is a soul weapon that you get from the Storm King's soul, which is another RTSR effect, which you can stack with the Clever Rat's Ring, which I think ends up going to like 140% extra damage or whatever on top of the 50% from Curse Blade. You can get stupid amounts of DPS, like shredding the final boss in 4 hits kind of DPS. And then you do that with the Killage instead with like good scaling. It's absolutely busted. The DPS in this game is actually dumb. It's really awesome. And if you go like magic instead of melee, it's even worse, but like better. Now you can mine the iron out of the iron golems, yeah. Let me, is that the cash resistance stone or ring or whatever? First weapon is so cool, but it also, it's just Power Within as a buff, right? So I don't think it's that incredible. Hey, it's Java. Dark Moongrass, what does that do? Because I know New Moon is a full heal. Is this just like slightly worse? Oh, it's better. Dark Moongrass is the best one. I make a second pickaxe from the corpse of the Tower Knight. The music in this game is so good. I love using this game's music for videos because it's so fitting. And now I can actually justify that because I'm doing Demon Souls. Where's the Archstone shop? Horned Bones. Here we go. They're actually weirdly uncommon compared to Homeward Bones, from what I've noticed. Like, there are 2 in 1-1, and those are the only ones that I know of static drops. At least, definitely on 1-1. I guess they're not super useful that early on, so I don't know how actually rare they are, but they're definitely rarer than Homeward Bones. I guess I want 30-30, right? Or it's probably better to level Dexterity at this point, since the 1.5 times strength bonus from two-handing. Oh yeah. Are there regen body buffs? Because I know you can have like Blessed Weapon and Adjudicator's Shield and Regenerator's Ring and everything. But is there a body buff spell? Where are you downloading the Demon Souls ROM from? I mean, allegedly. Yeah, gimmicks are... the gimmicks in this game are really great. Miracle spell slots are different from sorcery spell slots? I actually didn't know that. I thought intelligence determined all spell slots. Whee. As much as I didn't like how they changed a lot of, like, spell stuff and, like, stats in Elden Ring, I do really like how they handled the spell memory slots, right? There is a regeneration miracle, okay. Oh, it's from the Adjudicator? That makes sense. First link on the Mega Thread. Allegedly, archive.org is a little bit faster of a download. But, you know, whatever works. If you can't download from archive for whatever reason. Okay, I don't even remember how to get through this level. Or where Astrava is. I believe Astrava's on the other side of this gate somewhere. Yeah, I mean, the original is easier for me to emulate, but I also just like the original more for a lot of reasons. I like the original's art style more than the remake. As much as I don't like not having the sodden ring or, you know, not having information on the wiki that's accurate at all. I just like the original more. And again, it's easier, so for convenience sake, at least. I should have more strength being here, or health being here, but whatever. Yeah, the music in the original is so good. It's so good. Flame Lurker, Tower Knight. The way they changed the Flame Lurker's music and the Flame Lurker's design in the remake is a sin. Looks better than Dark Souls. It is more stylized, so I see where you're coming from, and I don't disagree. But just for pure bias, I do kind of prefer how Dark Souls looks, even if I prefer the vibe that Demon Souls has going on. I mean, PS3 ROMs can be up to, like, what? I don't know. Demon Souls is a pretty small ROM, actually, compared to some PS3 ROMs, but it makes sense that they take a while to download. Yeah, I love using that when, like, going into the Dark Souls 1 DLC, the Tower Knight, because it's so over the top and intense. It's so good. Oop. There are a lot of songs that are just way over the top in this game in intensity, and I love it so much. I love every single one of them. I did download a lot of Demon Souls songs recently to use in future videos, like Flame Lurker I used in the Dark Souls 2 Keyblade video. Yeah, Demon Souls is a lot more yellow than Dark Souls. Dark Souls is more... I don't even remember. Ugh, Red Eye Knight. That thing's probably gonna one-shot me. I think this is the way forward, though. Can I just drop down here? Or is this on the wrong side of the gate still? I think this is still on the wrong side of the gate. I need to go up and around that way to get to the other side. Yeah, the color palette and lighting is very strongly tinted in this one. Which, like, it is in Dark Souls 3 as well. Oh, it doesn't even come close to one-shotting me. What? I thought it would do way more damage. I need to equip Late Moongrass, at least. But, like, Dark Souls 3 is gray, which, like, works for the vibe that it's going for, but is also really boring in terms of, like, visual design. as opposed to Demon Souls, which is a very, very strong yellow, which has a completely different vibe, right? Would be good to run past them. Maybe not these ones, though. Wow. Ow. Rude. Okay. Take out the archers first to learn my lesson from the other games. The enemies give you a lot of time to heal in this game, which I guess makes sense, because grass is not the fastest healing possible in the series. They just de-aggroed. You know, I was always under the impression that running past enemies in this game was always a bad idea, but when they just kind of sit there when you're 2 feet away, maybe it's not that big of a deal. Just caked in mud. I bought a PS5 just to play Demon Souls, and I mean, with the money that I had at the time, that was very worth it. I also bought a PS4 just to play Bloodborne. Oops. Which I also thought was very worth it at the time, and still do. I'm very glad I got a PS4 to play that. Obviously, it's emulatable now, but I think playing on hardware is a little bit better for that game specifically. Should be picking up drops. I need grass. I'm gonna redo this as well. Late moon and full moon. Yeah, I've been tempted to sell. I have 2 PS4s, as well as a PS5. So I should realistically sell my PS4s or whatever. But I just, oh my god, I haven't gotten around to it yet. Is that gonna kill me? Okay. Didn't eat the controller. You tried. I think you just didn't try hard enough, because I've definitely been able to eat controllers before. Honestly, I would, if you have a decent PC already or are ever planning on getting one, I would recommend just emulating both Demon Souls and, oh my god, Bloodborne. It's, like, not unreasonable to do that. I don't know what the healing on the Late Moon Grass is. Okay. Yeah. Oh my god. I am evidently not good at this game. Hey, can you calm down? Backstab chaining is very different in Demon Souls as well. If you haven't played it, you have to backstab and then hit them to make them stand up, and then reposition to backstab properly. You can't just walk behind them like you can in Dark Souls 1, which makes it difficult at times, especially when you don't know what you're doing. But it is very powerful in this game, just like the others. Thinking joysticks. I mean, I've gotten through most of the controller. Maybe not the whole thing. Like the rumble motors are a bit tough, but like, you know, you can do it. Just gotta try really hard. I don't think Bloodborne emulation is super great on Steam Deck. It's technically possible, from what I remember, with like a lot of performance enhancing mods and stuff. You can get like 10 FPS. So not great. But like if it's your only option, you might be able to tweak it to get decent performance eventually. Hold on, Astraea. Jesus. Yeah. Wait, oh my god, it's 3. Oh, two red eye. I thought it was 3 red eye and I was about to get obliterated. I mean, still not great, but for my health, but not as bad. No. Astraea, I'll be coming for your pure clear stone in a sec. 10 FPS level 1 challenge. Good luck. My first time playing Bloodborne was actually PlayStation Now, and it had like a 1/10 of a second input delay. It was so awful. Officials cap. Don't have ephemeral eyes. They can drop those? Officials cap. Yeah, that was not the best experience in playing Demon Souls for the first time. Hey, thank you. Penetrator? Don't see why not. Yeah, I mean, the remaster, as good as it is, it looks incredible visually, right? But This is easier, and I also like the vibe of this one more. I don't remember this cutscene. Whatever. So, I don't know. I'm playing the original for multiple reasons. Ouch. Okay, running past was a mistake. An FPS Bloodborne sounds like it was on release on base PS4. Yeah, that... I mean, the loading screens were also pretty awful, weren't they? Beat Bloodborne while living in Blighttown. I might put on the Cling Ring instead of going human. I don't even know how many souls I had. Is it worth it? Probably. Do I have any soul items for... Okay, yeah, obviously. I think I had several thousand, or several tens of thousand, right? Because I didn't upgrade after Dragon God? I don't remember. $15K? Okay, that's not that bad. Could be worse. That's like one run through. Storms is World 4. Yeah, that's like one run through 4-2, so that's not a big deal. No longer the straight guy in chat? Hell yeah. I'm proud of you for figuring that out. That's awesome. Hello, Loot Crate. Welcome. You can get to 60 FPS on Demon's Souls on Steam Deck. That's really cool, actually. You give me health, please. I had a couple levels, but... give me a +5, please. Cool. Trophy of Distinction. I apparently haven't unlocked that before. I don't know if that showed up on stream because I'm recording my window, or the game window. But I just got the trophy for getting a maxed out quality weapon. 140 plus 69. Nice. Cool. Let's try this again, huh? And not run past everything this time. Yeah, remastered on Switch is... I mean, you can play it. That was my first experience with Dark Souls Remastered, and it was really fun. Obviously, it's Dark Souls. I loved it. But it's not particularly ideal, obviously. Can you deal with these guys like Dark Souls 1 dogs by just backing off until they attack and then... Okay, yeah. Cool. Akira on Steam Deck? I'm surprised, actually, that runs well, because I know that there are frame drops in Dark Souls 3, of all things. And Sekiro seems a lot harder to run, but I guess I wouldn't know. Yeah, I mean, it's Dark Souls Remastered, but with Prepare to Die Edition graphics, right? Which isn't a bad thing. I think the Switch version is very unique in, like, the fact that it uses old bonfires and everything. I think it's absolutely worth playing if you are able to. This game's New Game Plus is crazy hard. I don't think no, I have played Demon's Souls New Game Plus. I agree. Though I did beat it. I did beat base game, or new game, with, it was a Claymore +7, I think, in my first playthrough. Just because I didn't feel like farming upgrade materials, and I don't know, I thought I was searching for stuff pretty well. I'm gonna put half moon here for filling up little instances like this. Yeah, I mean, it made it through the game pretty easy, the Claymore at +7 only. But it did not fare super well in New Game Plus. That isn't difficult if you take your time through here. Oh, it's very similar to Dark Souls 2 in that way, actually. How you're, like, expected to play it, and how it's way, way harder if you play it in a way that the game doesn't expect. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Stay back. I'm warning you. The spear ones are so much more dangerous than the sword ones. I wonder if I can make it past them like this. Wow, they do not relent. Jesus Christ. No. Exact same thing happens. Bow only Dark Souls 1 on Switch. Yeah, I mean, Dark Souls 1 bow only isn't that difficult if you know what you're doing, but I imagine on Switch would be a different experience than on remastered on PC. Ugh. Yeah. The spear ones are much, much more dangerous than the straight sword ones, evidently. Sekiro at 45 with high settings. I think I would have preferred higher DPS. Like for Sekiro specifically, I would prefer higher FPS at lower graphic settings. But yeah, I mean, if that worked for you, shockingly good experience for high graphic settings. Steam Deck, right? The best boon of doing this level early on in the game. Like it's harder, obviously, but get a lot of late moon and full moon grass. Yeah, true. It is Steam Deck. I think lower FPS, at least for me, matters less than lower FPS on like a proper, good monitor, right? At least I've had that experience. Prepare to Die Edition on Steam Deck is genuinely not that bad. Fighting Red Eye Knights, even the spear ones, one-on-one, isn't that bad because you can just backstab chain them. But with multiple of them, it's kind of rough. Ow. Ow. If I can get rid of the archers, this will be easier. I mean, I guess not really. I'm not exactly sure what the best way to do this is. I guess I can try kiting the Red Eye Knights, but I don't know how well that's going to work. I don't know if their aggro ranges are overlapping or not. Come here. Hurry. Faster. Are you sure the animation cancel? I fought the one in 1-1 several times. Okay, they don't overlap, but I did accidentally aggro 2 of them. I fought the one in 1-1 like 12 or 13 times over the past couple days. Okay, I should be using my shield. And also be very careful when there are 2 of them. Okay. Gives me a good chance to backstab. And run. Personally, I didn't notice any animation canceling, but... Oh god. Them both using that is bad. Okay, you're gonna do the charge, right? No? That works too. There we go. Okay, now it's easy. Come on. Stop hurtling. Just makes this longer. Couldn't even get a backstab. Randomize the infusion for weapon runs? I don't know. I think it depends on the weapon. 'Cause for... Especially right now when I don't know what I'm doing in this game. I don't think that's a very good idea. But it either leads to grinding for a pure Bladestone or using low damage, which I mean, once I understand the game, won't be a big deal. I think that would be fun. But until then. Full moon grass, 39. Astrava should come in with me, right? Because I saved him. I hope so. Taking this opportunity to finally learn what World Tendency does. It does a lot of different things. Primarily, it changes like drop chances and not that. Is it? Don't have ephemeral eyes. Drop chances, it changes enemy damage and health. It changes, I don't know, a lot of things pertaining to difficulty and drop chances, as well as a lot of specific events. I don't know the Penetrator's moveset. Okay, Strava, you can come in at any time. Please. Okay. Does Astrava come in, or do I need to do something specific for him? It's like whether or not Strava's gonna come in will make this fight different. I don't know this guy's moveset at all. He does not do damage. I do damage, though. I pressed the roll button, I swear. Plenty of time to heal, too. He's slow. The kick input is very easy to accidentally do in this game. Oh. Wow, I didn't even roll that, really? Okay. Very easy fight. Like, I know I have a maxed out weapon, but this is also one of the last bosses you're supposed to fight, right? Okay. The price of Pickaxe doesn't pierce shields. I mean, it does do piercing damage, which I think is better against shields than other types of damage, right? I don't know how true that is. It's not a Strava that helps you? Oh. I must be completely misremembering then. I want 25 health, then 30 dexterity. I'll get up to 30 strength. What's the scaling right now? Because it was 69 earlier? And 94? That's huge. That's actually crazy for what, like a few levels in health? Okay. Latria. This is the one I'm kind of worried about because Latria is very maze-like and I don't know it at all. The problem, well, I don't know. The main thing that I like, the main reason rather that I like doing weapon runs in Dark Souls 1 is because I like seeing how viable random weapons you've never heard of before are. Like, yeah, so I feel like, if anything, doing random infusions for certain weapons would be counterintuitive to that goal. I think it's this way. Bior helps you. Right, and he's the one... Appears to be locked. The other key, then? Penetrator is so dumb, he has like 3 attacks. But it's the coolest boss of the game. Just aura farming. Aura and hype moments, and that's it, yeah. I mean, to be fair, that's not untrue of most bosses in this game. Because you have like Lurker, whose aura gets obliterated by his music, which is one of my favorite things about the game. I love the fact that Lurker is like the hardest boss in the game by far, and is still incredibly easy. Or not easy, sorry, but still incredibly like silly because of the music. Pardon me. And then there's like what Dragon God is also incredibly cool, but I feel like the fight kind of undermines that. Maneaters are somewhat intimidating, but you know. Yeah, the FP bar in this game is very, I don't know, it's weird that they dropped it and then brought it back. I kind of wish they kept it dropped. I really like the spellcast system in Dark Souls 1 and 2. Though I do also really like how they handled the mana in this one. Do I need to go down or something? I don't know. I have no idea where I'm going, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I don't know. The way they handle the FP bar here is that there are a lot of ways to like restore it, right? Which I think is really interesting. And has a lot more depth to it than in Dark Souls 3, where you just have a limited number of casts between bonfires. While in this game, you can trade a ring slot for the fragrance ring. You can get a bunch of old spices. I think there are items in Dark Souls 3 that restores your FP bar, but I don't know. Item farming in Dark Souls 3 doesn't feel as good. Yeah, it does feel bad using spells on random enemies in Dark Souls 3. I would agree. I don't know how to get through here. I heard singing, so I went this way. But something tells me that wasn't exactly the way to get through here. Still gonna have attunement casts. I would have definitely preferred that for Dark Souls 3. Granted, Dark Souls 3 is probably my least favorite of the trilogy, for a lot of reasons, and I don't know that attunement casts would have really changed that, but... Actually, that's another thing that I feel like is similar between Oh my god, I forgot that was there. That is similar between Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls, where using items to restore casts and whatever feels a lot better in Dark Souls 2 and Demon Souls than it does in the other games. Where am I going? Weapon arts having a certain number of casts. That's really interesting. Do I need to go through one of these doors? Or is that on the lower floors? I don't know. I mean, yeah, I feel like having weapon casts be tied to... Personally, I like the way that Dark Souls 2 did it with durability, and how durability is an actual mechanic in Dark Souls 2, but you can also offset it with a lot of repair powder, which again feels better to use in Dark Souls 2 than Dark Souls 1 or 3. Demon Souls, or not even Demon Souls, sorry. But like durability matters in that game and is limited, but with ways to mitigate that completely, just like with FP, but it's not a resource that's shared with anything other than the weapon, which I think is really interesting. So either you're going to have repair and sacrifice in attunement slot, instead of, you know, like speccing into having a bunch of spells or whatever. Like I just like that dynamic a lot more. L2 bar is yucky. Like L2 is taking FP. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is the way forward. I'm pretty sure. The person who made Dark Souls 3 broken armor. I'm sure they had just like an algorithm for it, right? That wouldn't surprise me. They had a lot of people working on the game. It can't have been too much of a time sink. But yeah, you never see it because durability just isn't a mechanic in Dark Souls 3. Is it this one? I think it's this one. It appears to be locked. Okay, so I'm looking for a key. Once I do this the first time, I feel like it'll be a lot easier in the future to like run through here. Where's this key? Yeah, I think I've seen most of Limit Breaker's videos. I've definitely seen that one. It is kind of funny. Prison of Hope. Okay, that's this one. It is... Wait, is that not the key that I need? I'm losing my mind. Oh wait, no, this is the 4th floor. That's not a thing for the key. Okay, so I need to find the 4th floor key. Damn. I swear I've played this game before. I just do not at all remember where this key is. Of all the things to not remember, I feel like this is a pretty important one. I have used the hand axe in Dark Souls 1, and how it's like one of the highest DPS weapons in the game. Yeah, it's great. That's a starting weapon for a pyromancer who can't even take full advantage of that DPS. But I do really like how pyromancer feels like it's supposed to be mixed in with literally every other class, so that's definitely not like a bad thing. Isn't the guy in the cell here the one that kills everyone if you let him out? Where's this key? Where have I not looked? I guess maybe over here? I'm losing it. Maybe it's in one of the cells. That would be interesting, actually, to have a key in one of the cells. I know there's a way to, like, skip most of Latria, or 3-1 specifically, but I don't know what it is at all. I know my way through 3-2 a lot better, though. Saying I know my way through it completely would be a lie for sure. The reason I was so confident in streaming today is because my full playthrough, where I went really slowly, took, I want to say, 4 hours. And some, I did play more offline, but all of it was just material grinding, so. The guy that kills everyone is in 3-2. Oh, right, yeah, he's in the cell. Yeah, and he just kind of walks around. I mean, yeah. Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. I think the idea wasn't that they were supposed to particularly be challenge classes. Or like challenge run classes, right? They're just supposed to be low level compensated with good gear. As in Dark Souls 1, you can't get pyromancy until the depths, which casually is a decent chunk into the game. And then in Demon Souls, you can't get like the Fragrant Ring until what, Shrine of Storms? Which, like, admittedly, you can get basically at any point, but I don't know. It's harder to do Shrine of Storms early, right? Obviously. I think it's Shrine of Storms. Don't quote me on that. Pardon me? You wrote it as in a cell in 3-2, yeah. Where is this key? Why am I losing it? I guess I didn't explore over here very well because I fell, right? So realistically, it's probably over here somewhere. Maybe not. I feel like I should know this. Maybe there's somewhere I need to like drop down to or whatever. There's 3 copies of the Fragrant Ring. Oh yeah, there are a bunch of rings with a bunch of copies, or with multiple copies, right? I kind of forgot they did that. That's actually really cool, how they provide multiple, like, progression paths through the game. All leading to, like, the same build, too. So, like, regardless of what build you do, you're probably gonna get, you know, whatever you need for your build, regardless of what levels you play first. Like, obviously, eventually, you know, but... I could have swore that there was a staircase down around here, but I must be thinking of somewhere else. I just could have swore it was through a fog wall. Does anyone know where the key is off the top of their head? I don't want to be running around here this entire stream. I was confident going into this because wizard stuff. I was confident going into this because I figured I knew where everything was, but this is apparently the one exception. That's convenient to get... Oh, the Fragrant Ring. Regenerator's Ring and Shrine of Storms and Valley of Defilement. I thought it was only in the Shrine of Storms. That's another one I had no idea there were multiple copies of. I guess I should be checking the cells. It's on the floor above? So it's on the floor that you use it on? And it's in a jail cell. Okay. So, the exact opposite of where I would have expected it to be. Good to know. Wait. Thought I was on the other side. Yeah, the way they place stuff in this game is really good. The one thing that I don't think I like about this game is how farming for materials is like almost a necessity at times. Which is again the main reason I never really streamed this game for a long time. It's how I learned about the dupe glitch. But like farming colorless demon, or not farming, but collecting the colorless demon souls, I get that it's supposed to be difficult because it's like, you know, the boss weapon upgrade material or whatever, but I don't know, getting your world tendency down to pure black for the primeval demons, or like doing the Mephistopheles quest line or whatever just for a few colorless demon souls is like absurd. You're broken. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the issue is that I'm just blind. Good to know. There it is. Thank you, Trouble 6, for letting me know where that was at. Okay, now we can actually continue in the game. I'm pretty sure it's this way. I don't know. I'll figure it out eventually. I don't think it's worth grabbing most items in this level, actually, because most of it is for magic stuff, right? Oh, this is just a shortcut. You were screaming? 100% feel free to backseat game. I am not opposed to that whatsoever. 100%. Please do. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Like, I relatively know where the materials that I specifically need are. I have no idea how to get through the levels efficiently. I watched one glitchless speedrun of the remake, and that's kinda it. Down here. Backseating is like telling the streamer how to play the video game, or telling anyone how to play the video game, but obviously when it's streaming, it's telling streamers how to play the video game. First floor key. The bracelets that give you more money? Where would those be? A knight starting class in this game or in Dark Souls 1? I don't need that. In this game, actually, so I want to do a video covering all the starting classes, which ones are the best, because this is like the only game where starting class actually matters, because you have to use it through all of 1-1, because you can't like upgrade until you're out of... I think that was a mind flayer. You can't like upgrade at all basically until you're out of 1-1. So your starting class matters a lot more in this game. So I played through the Journey to the Nexus, killed the... Like, obviously I did that to set up for streams and stuff in the future, but I killed the Vanguard Demon, and... Oh yeah, it was one of those things. I forgot about those. And then went through 1-1 with every single starting class. And in terms of, like, worst to best, I would say the worst by far, in my opinion, is the Priest. And then the best is either the Wanderer... Not Wanderer, sorry. The Hunter or the Royalty. But kind of just depends on your playstyle. Obviously, the Hunter is really good if you know how to make use of the sweet spots. And the Battle Axe is one of the best weapons in the game, regardless. I gotta go all the way around. Thank you. I also like my hat. I found it on the ground after I killed someone. Very nice hat. Oh, that's death. Okay, I know what I'm doing. The bracelets are where I just picked up the armor in the room with the evil ball, but don't fall down the hole. Was it that hole or was it a different hole? I imagine there are multiple holes that you can fall down. Temple Knight? I think, okay. The problem with starting classes in this game is 1-1 exists, and there are a lot of things that you can get in 1-1 that kind of nullify a lot of the starting classes. I went the wrong way. Like, for instance, in 1-1, you can pick up a Mailbreaker very quickly, which makes the Knight, while good, you do just have a better crit option than most classes at that point, aside from the Thief, and I believe... What's the other one with the Dagger? I don't know, because like the Mailbreaker and the Dagger are the two best crit weapons available. And the Knight gets one for free, but every other class can get it immediately. The Soldier having the Broadsword is just worse than the Knight having the Longsword, which is unfortunate for the Soldier, and the Spear just isn't super useful most of the time. The range is nice, but that's kind of it. And the Mailbreaker for the Journey of the Nexus just kind of trumps the Spear regardless. So, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of... Wait, did I go the wrong way again? I feel like there are a lot of instances where... Right, because over this way. There are a lot of instances where different starting classes could just be better or worse. And like, obviously, a lot of the time you're choosing your starting class for the stats and not necessarily the gear. Especially because it's so easy to get pretty much whatever piece of gear you want at any point in the game, with some notable exceptions. But largely, I think the gear matters for 1-1 more than levels most of the time, outside of, like, health. So I would say that just for that, the Hunter is, like, just better than the Knight, because you're getting way, way higher DPS. And obviously you die a little bit quicker, but it's so marginal that it's really not worth the couple extra levels in Vitality for so much lower DPS, especially if you're planning on, like, killing the Vanguard Demon who's going to kill you in 2 hits anyway. And then, like, you know, Cling Ring kind of solves that anyway for 1-1. Like, getting to the Cling Ring with low health isn't that awful either, in my opinion. So, I don't know. 1-1 is obviously one of the easier levels in the game because it's so early. Thank you, Wilhelm. I've actually been getting a lot of comments on my voice recently, in both directions, which I think is really funny. That's a hole. I almost fell down. Where are my souls? Oh, here. Probably. Yeah, I got a very negative comment on my voice yesterday, which I thought was very funny, because a few hours later, I got a very positive comment on my voice as well. I think it's funny how different they can be, especially on a video that's doing well. Also, the Ghostblade video is at like 40k views, which is crazy. I didn't think it was that incredible of a video, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, that was the hole. Okay. Cool. Good to know. I don't know the timing. Oh, that's not the timing. Okay, got it. Cool. I mean, they don't bother me anymore. They used to. The negative comments on my voice used to bother me, but at this point, um, I don't know. It's like, whatever. If you don't like my voice, don't watch my videos. I don't really care. Let me try to catch up on chat that I haven't read because I was trying to not fall down holes in the tower. Yeah, but the problem with the night class starting with the Mailbreaker is it's not even out of the way in 1-1. Like, you just get it. It's right there, you know? Um, the halberd is really good, but, like, the Battle Axe is just better, right? And, like, the Battle Axe in Dark Souls 1 doesn't have Sweet Spot and it also has Stagger, right? So they did nerf it pretty heavy in Dark Souls 1, and it's just, like, a completely different weapon at that point. But the Ghost Blade is fun, though. Like, for as terrible as it is, it's a really fun weapon to use. As much as I absolutely think that the Jagged Ghost Blade is just the better choice, right? Um, I don't know. I feel like if I had done Hyper Mode, a lot of the later game bosses would have been easier. Like Calamite and Artorias and Manus would all have been so much easier if I had used Hyper Mode, but it just would have made Gwyn and Nito so much more difficult that I didn't feel like bothering. Let's see if this killed me, huh? If I end up falling to my demise. Ooh, success. Ow. I go ahead and... Oh. Yeah. Very difficult. I do want to do soul level 1 playthroughs with a few really uncommon, might as well pick that up, soul level 1 weapons. Like the Jagged Ghost Blade, you can use it soul level 1, right? Which I want to use it, because I think that'd be funny. But also the War Pick, I've only heard of one person using it soul level 1, and that's how I learned you could even use it at soul level 1. And then the Morning Star, yeah, you can get that in Firelink. And it's also viable in Soul Level 1, and I've never used it, so I'm really interested to see how that performs in Soul Level 1. Can you even attack it right now? Oops. Okay. Very difficult boss fight. I don't even remember how you figure out which one's the real one, actually. I know there is a tell. Okay, it was that one. I would grab Clever Rat's Ring, but I don't trust myself. Doesn't have enough space left on her Steam Deck. Oh. That's unfortunate. To be fair, Demon Souls is relatively small. Shouldn't need to delete too much, right? And even though the War Pick was in Dark Souls 1, you buy it from Andre. The glitch with the upgrade materials work. Thinking of something else that I could dupe without feeling bad about it. All you have to do, I guess I can show it off real quick with, I don't know, something I'm not going to use. You have the Nexial binding on your hotbar here. Let me do that real quick. With the Nexial binding here, you press the use button on the Nexial binding, open the start menu, and then press A to open the inventory before it uses the Nexial binding, or before the Nexial binding. Before the parry animation ends and the Nexial binding menu comes up. It's super easy. So now you have both of them on there. You press start to close both menus at the same time. You talk to Thomas, deposit something. I don't know. Stone of Ephemeral Eyes. And then as it is... So once you press this, you're going to start using the Nexial binding. You literally just mash circle, mash through the dialogue, and then tap circle again once you're out of the dialogue. And then you have an infinite number, or 99 or whatever you just tried to deposit. Or over 100, but it can't really display that correctly. So, yeah. Did I accidentally pick up all of them? Hold on. It's very, very easy. I probably didn't explain it very well, but let's see. Can I give him? I guess I can give him the weapons I'm not going to use. I kind of want to do a Baby Snail playthrough because that sounds funny, but I don't know if it's, like, terrible or not. But if you want to play them, then you can download them again. I don't know. Is there armor I want to use? Black leather? Okay, I've decided what armor I want to use. The thief set in this game, which I think is a black leather set, looks kind of crazy. No, okay, I don't think... No, it is. Never mind. Like... Why does the shadow give me a goatee? Why do I look like Shaggy? The thief set looks very... You know... Not like a thief set in this game. I'm going to keep on the official's hat, though, because it's funnier. Need to make space for Night Rain, yeah. Oh, yeah, you should be able to preload that now, huh? Because it's been... It's 48 hours until release. I believe that was possible as soon as I started streaming. Yeah, the item weight is not super awesome. The man lady was from Shrek. Doesn't she only have a mustache? I don't think she has a beard. I don't remember. Goodbye, Cyberpunk. To be fair, Demon's Souls is better than Cyberpunk. Okay, I relatively know my way through the top part of Upper Latria. The same absolutely cannot be said for lower Upper Latria. So, we'll see how long this level takes me. The rest of the level should be pretty easy. Like, even Valley of Defilement isn't difficult to find your way through. This is the only difficult one. Is it up here? I think it's up here. Does it work in the remake? No, it does not, unfortunately. The item dupe glitch, if that's what you're talking about. As far as I know, it does not work in the remake. There might be an item dupe glitch that does, but I wouldn't know, unfortunately. Me? Wait, where am I going? Is it not here? I don't think it is here. I think I need to go more up the stairs. How much damage do I do to you? I guess I'll never know. Oh. Okay. Enough to two-shot it, question mark? I'm pretty sure one of the towers is up here. It might be all the way up, actually. Oh no, that's where you go later. Am I losing it? I could have swore. Maybe there's an elevator that I missed or something. This is the problem. Oh yeah, okay. It's just more over here. Missed the giant, extremely obvious fog wall on my bed. This is the problem with streaming a game that I don't know very well. But everything's fine. I'm sure I'll be able to eventually navigate my way across the elevators. Hi. Goodbye. This tower gave you the biggest heart attack because of the guys up here? Or like... Oh. I think that's a bit. There we go. There's one of them. Now I need to remember how to get down to lower Upper Latria. Which I think is... down. Oh, here's Yurt. You need... I think it's this. There's one dude just jumping onto the stairs from above. Yeah, the remake does sound incredible, at least. The sound design in the remake is so good. Push him off the platform, Yurt. I think I'd rather just leave him trapped, let him rot for a while, you know? think the other... I have no idea where the Primeval Demon is in this level. I know it's easier to get to than some of the other ones, just because it's in 3-2. And for what I was doing, I would need to come to 3-2 anyway. But I don't know where the Primeval Demon actually is. Also, why do their tails explode off? Oh, they don't always. Okay. Pardon me. Probably a bad idea to run past these guys, but it's fine. I don't know what I'm doing, but that's what makes it fun. Moonlight Greatsword area. Valley of Defilement? What about it? Is it the sound design in Valley of Defilement that you're talking about? You hate how the remake sounds? That's baffling. The remake sounds so good. It's just like such a... It's not even that it sounds good, right? It's just that it's such an intense sound that increases the atmosphere of the game so well. Like, obviously, it's different from the original's sound design and vibe or whatever. But I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing in terms of, like, how good it sounds. I do wish it was more close to the original's atmosphere, but, you know, since it's not... Pardon me? I have a sneaking suspicion that running past these guys will end up being a choice I regret. The sound is very immersive, yeah. It's also, it's very bass heavy in a lot of ways, or in a lot of places, which I think helps with the, like, intensity of it, right? Okay, yeah, it is 2 hits. The other one was just flying, which for some reason canceled the death. I don't want to get elevated. And the men scorpions, or man centipedes or whatever, even attack without their tail? I have no idea. I love how quickly you can spam the L1 in this game, especially compared to, like, Dark Souls 2 and 3. I guess 3 is a lot faster than Dark Souls, or Dark Souls 2, but... Okay. I think once we get this tower, the Maneaters are up past where the heart blocked at the very top of the level. Pardon me. Pardon me, thank you. Oh my goodness. Stamina. I hardly know her. I mean, it is like a magic fantasy world, right? I don't think it having fantasy sound design is particularly bad, but I do see what you mean. How you would prefer swords having sword sound instead of fantasy sounds. Your character grunts way too much. That's just, it's a Souls game. I don't know. The death sounds are really funny, though. I think they're funnier in the original. But the remake death sounds are still pretty funny. Pardon me. Oh my god! Jesus. If I'm going down, you're going down with me. Owie. Okay, well, I was gonna take off the cling ring, but never mind. Yeah, the male hurt sounds in Dark Souls 1 are something else, huh? Become a linebacker. I would prefer to see. That was rude. Now you gotta die. I was gonna just run past and let you live, but... You just had to try and kill me. Aren't their hitboxes, like, way bigger in the remake, making it way harder to run past them on the paths like that? Stupid swoosh lines, but they add so much cool factor, you know? I don't know. I don't dislike things like that personally. They don't break my immersion, they just kind of change it. They're like way more disgusting. I mean, most things do, to be fair. Just being more realistic will do that. Not a good fit for Dark Souls? I don't know. Again, I think it's fine. Doesn't change my immersion at all. Or it doesn't hurt my immersion at all. Ow! Rude. That hurt. Okay. Hopefully, Maneaters don't take too long. If any boss is going to take me a long time, it's going to be either Maneater or Flame Lurker, and I beat Flame Lurker first try, so we'll see how this goes. The remake was your first Souls-like? That's surprising, actually. I don't think I've ever met anyone who had Demon Souls as their first Souls-like. Like, obviously, there are people who played the original before Dark Souls even came out, but... Oh my goodness. Is sticky white stuff good against these guys? I don't have it equipped anyway. Come back. What the? Where'd they go? Hello? Oh. Ah. Oh my goodness. I feel like Maneaters are more annoying than difficult. Get down there. Come on. Bloodborne New Game Plus. I feel like the New Game Plus in Bloodborne is... I don't know. I think it's a really good experience, especially with how they incorporated the Chalice dungeons into it, right? Because you're not really supposed to do the Chalice dungeons until New Game Plus. And they balance the difficulty for that. Let me hit you. Goddamn. I'm surprised the second one hasn't spawned in yet. Okay, just a couple more. If I can get this one down. They're much easier one-on-one than they are fighting multiple at a time. I'm down. Oh, owie. To charge. This is the second one, I think. Oh my goodness. Stop it. Started with the original Demon Souls in 2024. Year of our Lord, huh? Is it you? Are you the original? Guess I'll never know. Stop. Stop it. Please. Okay. I'm good. Everything's fine. Okay, you're the original. One more. Come on. Read. Pay it off. Come down. Please. Oh my goodness. Come back. I forgot you could cut off their tail. Wow. Complete accident. Oh. Does making it so they can't hit you with ranged attacks make them follow or come back down quicker, I wonder? Wonder if there's some sort of like AI decision, like how you can make the Moonlight Butterfly fly over the bridge if you hide behind the tower. Like the entrance tower. Okay. I thought that was a stagger, not a charge. Oh my goodness. Oh, no, please. I'm begging you. Anything but that. I would so much rather die to a punch than falling. Okay, everything's fine. No! Stop! Oh my god. That's unfortunate. Okay. Is it DLC for the first time in New Game Plus? That's what I did with Dark Souls 1. You jinxed it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, in New Game, I just went straight to Gwyn, because I wanted to, like, beat Dark Souls, you know? For the clout, I guess. But, in New Game Plus, I ended up doing the DLC. This game hates me. In New Game Plus, I decided to do the DLC because the rest of the game was way, way easier. Or at least up to that point. Yeah. Up. Okay. I swear to God. The rolling in this game feels different than the other games, okay? Um, I swear to God. I think the rolling not locked on is 4-directional in this game. I don't know if that's true. Um, but it feels different. And I tried to run forward, but I accidentally let go of the button and I rolled sideways. I don't know how that happened. I promise it wasn't my fault. But okay, everything's fine. Just run. Just run. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Oh, that's the first time someone has tried to fluster me this stream. That took a while. um Oh yeah, speaking of streams, tomorrow it looks like it's going to be the Giant's Halberd. It was at 29% as opposed to the 28% of the um of the Great Club, which is surprising actually. I very much expected the Great Club to win. Yeah, not the Bastard Sword. I think I'm most interested. What? That hit me? Get off of me. I think I'm most interested in using the Bastard Sword because I'm excited to see how it differs from the Claymore, right? I mean, I'm gonna use the Great Club next week regardless, right? Emulator won't recognize the ROM? What format is it? If it's a .zip, then you have to unzip it and then use the folder that unzips into. Giving you a good luck smooch. Unfortunately, I don't think I like the Mind Flayers like I like the Basakas. What the broadsword is to the straight sword? Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've used the Claymore a lot. I haven't used the straight sword a lot, so. Or any of the straight swords a lot. Come back! Oh my goodness. Are we gonna do this again? Really? Where did you go? Oh. Where the... You know, at the very least, the first one didn't knock me off. That's what really matters, right? Okay. I think. Oh my god, Moonlight Butterfly attack. That's not what I was expecting. I used it as a distraction to get away. Where did it land? Did it land? What the hell? Once again. I swear to God. I swear to God. I held down the button and it rolled in a direction that I was not pressing. The exact same thing happened. I haven't even... Way more damage than Dark Souls 2's? I'm planning on using Dark Souls 2's soon. Got the ISO file? I don't know how to use ISOs on or PCS3. You could try unpacking the ISO. The AI is better than the remake? Yeah. I mean, it's Maneaters. Oh yeah, I am absolutely not using keyboard and mouse. I'm just using a brain. Hold on, it's in there somewhere. I'm using an Xbox controller, and it automatically maps onto our PCS3. So, yeah, the moveset on the Dark Souls 2 pickaxe definitely leaves something to be desired. But this is also maxed out on quality, and I mean, my stats aren't incredible, but they're probably higher than they would be otherwise for this part of the game. Because I have done up through 1.3 as well as all the way through 2.3. Yeah, so what... Hold on. Let me focus and not get obliterated. What file does the .rar have inside? Because you would need to open up... You need to unpack the rar and then use the and then specifically select the folder that has the game and the update files inside of it. Yeah, I really want to do the Dark Souls 2 pickaxe because it has 150 counter damage, right? Just like the Keyblade. And the Keyblade was super fun, so I'm hoping that the pickaxe will be fun if I use it in the same way. The Dark Souls 2 pickaxe was actually in a guide. Illusory Wall covered it in a Dark Souls 2 dissected video. So it wasn't actually like discovered by players. It was just shown in a guide, the official like strategy guide or whatever. I guess I just gotta do as much damage as I can before it flies away, right? I forget that poise doesn't really exist in this game like it does in the others. One more? One more. Oh! No! Okay, I actually died to the boss this time. I wasn't expecting Maneaters to be the one that killed me most. Prima? Was it Prima? I thought it was the official one. One of the best and coolest runbacks. I mean, I don't know. Not as bad as like Gwyn, right? Yeah, I think it's either 45 seconds or a minute before the second one appears. It is definitely time-based. I don't remember who I was watching, but I did learn that in a YouTube video, at least. With the hacking tools available at the time, at least very well covered this in his video about the pickaxe, but with the hacking tools available at the time, people would know the pickaxe was in the game. I mean, there's a NPC that uses it anyway, but actually figuring out how to get it, like, they might have seen the empty or the deactivated item lot that is in that place, but excuse me, making that connection probably wouldn't have been super quick. And we didn't actually get like good hacking tools for Dark Souls 2 until very recently, thanks to like Grimrock and other people who are insanely talented at that kind of thing. As someone who has used Dark Souls modding tools, they're insanely powerful and extremely impressive. No, are you kidding me? I don't want a good luck kiss. Forget that I keep forgetting that staggering just isn't really a thing in this game. Not like it is in the other games. It's just, it's throwing me off so much. Maybe I should be wearing better armor. No, that's boring. I'm not anti-kiss. I'm anti-kiss from the mind flayers. Because it hurts. The Pasakas are a good hurt. That's different. Let's give them flowers. Look, I'm sorry. It's not really working out between us. I don't think I can keep doing these good luck kisses. Where'd it go? Oh. The glowing eyes are... What? You freak! Where'd it go? Why did it just go up? Okay, where was it? Oh, are we back? I didn't rage quit. Okay, I think we're back. I'm gonna go somewhere else. I'm gonna take a break from Latria. I promise I didn't, like, rage quit and close this stream. We're just gonna go to Shrine of Storms for a little bit, huh? Not sure what happened. My internet just stopped right there. I don't want a good luck kiss from them specifically. I would happily take one from you. That's different, though. You know it. You know that. It's very different. Oh, the rolling. Can you parry the roll? I actually don't know. Probably if it hits you. I usually go through here with bare fist because you do way more damage with a bare fist than like an unupgraded Falchion or whatever. So I feel like I'm doing insane amounts of damage here. Bleeding. How long does bleeding last? I'm sure I'll be fine. I didn't know bleeding was a status effect in this game. I don't think I've ever gotten that. Okay, I'm sure I'll be fine. Obviously gonna do the skip, because I don't have anything that I want to get from here specifically. I didn't know it could do that attack that quickly. Like I said, I don't know this game as well as Dark Souls 1. There we go. First try. Regenerator's ring. I might actually... Well, not while I'm not in human form. Part of Dark Moonstone. I'm sure that'll be useful knowledge in the future. Let's see if I can deal with this one, at least, without getting obliterated. Oh, yeah. Then you can backstab chain. Yeah, I mean, it makes... Well, it doesn't make sense that they didn't have the status bar filling up in this game, but, like, it makes sense that they didn't think about it, I guess, is more where I was going with that. But, I don't know. Like, it would be nice to have, I guess. They didn't add that in the remake? I actually thought they did. Okay, hardest boss in the game. Here we go. The boss that attacks you where you used to be 5 minutes ago. Very difficult boss. Yeah, I like how faithful the remake was in a lot of ways. Like, obviously, it can be faithful to a fault, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Regenerator's ring. Because I think the charm of Demon Souls... a lot of the charm of Demon Souls does come from its weird outlying mechanics, you know? Well, I don't know. I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing that they were so faithful to it. What is that, like 15k souls or something stupid like that? 5,000, and then you can get another 5,000 from the other Reaper. There's like a red-eye knight or red-eye skeleton that is super easy. You can get a ton of souls from this level. I think it was 5k a minute or something. Or not, I don't know. 15k a minute. Somebody said something about 15k from that guy. Stop it. Jesus. Yeah, 4-2 is rough. 4-2 is probably one of the hardest levels in the game. Ow, especially when these freaks attack me like that. Back shots. Stop it. For my first several playthroughs of a game, I will also pick up everything, but I don't know. At this point, with this game, at least, I don't find that super necessary. Are they gonna roll off the edge? I think there's somewhere you can stand to make these two roll off the edge. But these gold skeletons are very annoying. The main reason that this level is difficult. Okay. Ow. Ah. Yeah, I would love to backstab. Unfortunately, doesn't seem like that's going to be a possibility. At least not a super useful possibility at this point. Yeah, I feel like they could have fixed a lot of the upgrade material, like at least added more upgrade materials statically throughout the world. I think that is one change that would not be remiss. Pardon me? Uh-oh. I forgot about the laser. That's fine. That's not that much damage. I don't know the fastest way to get down, actually. Pardon me. Rude. Like, I know the first one, obviously, you can just drop down and be at the end, but at least the old hero isn't a particularly difficult boss. They definitely put on the thief string, though. Especially over regenerators. Isn't Hiltless somewhere around here? I don't know where exactly. Oh, there it is. Ooh. I think it's after this Reaper. Yeah, the Ring of Herculean Strength. I don't know. I don't think I've ever worn it just because I am relatively diligent with Stockpile Thomas when I'm actually exploring the game. But, I don't know. I think the... Oops. I want to say Hiltless is somewhere in this area, like around the slugs, but I don't remember exactly where. Gravity. That is a very annoying hole to not see. Okay, everything's fine. The snail pit, yeah. Okay, I think this is the old hero fog, but if not, even if not, I don't think the regenerator thing will be incredibly useful for the rest of this. It is not? No, it is. Yeah. Nail smooches as a substitute. Wow. I don't know this guy's moveset at all. Never really bothered to learn it because he can't really hit you with the thief string. Oh, he hit me. I lied. Everything's fine. I wanted to stream the Demon Souls pickaxe run because I'm not going to be able to stream the Dark Souls 2 and 3 pickaxe runs. Dark Souls 2 because it's insanely long, and Dark Souls 3 because I just don't know it well enough to be able to do a stream on that game in a reasonable amount of time. Granted. Holy shit, he has an explosion. I know Dark Souls 3 better than Demon Souls, but Demon Souls is also just a much shorter game. So, there we go. Easy. Very difficult boss fight. The snails in Elden Ring have the freakiest grab attack. I don't know about that. In all of Souls, have you seen the Pasakas? They literally penetrate you. We love the Pasakas around here. Okay, Souls. Doll Demon Soul. I killed a transgender demon? Darn. I feel bad. Oh yeah, the actual kiss grab attack. I kind of forgot about that one. The Yuri attack. Also Mytha. Mytha has a pretty freaky grab attack as well. And put Souls here just to make it a little bit faster. For the ones I have to use multiple of. The Mind Flayers and Bloodborne thing. I don't think I've ever heard it described as that, but... Oh, unless you mean the aliens. Like the actual alien guys. I don't know if they have a grab attack, though. Even freakier. And we got robbed of them. Rare Miyazaki L. There we go. Now I can re-equip my grass. Full moon. And... whatever. Full moon should be fine. Shake. Give me 2 more decks. Yeah, I don't think 27 is the actual soft cap, but I like 27. It feels good. So, that should be fine. Alright. I don't remember where the Storm Ruler is. I think it's like way down here. I think it's the thing like all the way at the end over there, which hopefully shouldn't be too unreasonable to get to. I also, but I don't have a bow or magic, so unfortunately Storm Ruler is going to be my best bet here. As much as I would love to fight the Storm King with a pickaxe, I don't think that's really an option. Oh, pardon me. There we go. And then get into position. Yorm 1.0. The visceral on the pigs and Bloodborne. Yeah, that's up there for sure. The Storm Ruler feels so much cooler in this game than it does in Dark Souls 3. Yorm did not deserve the Storm Ruler. And like, as boring as this fight is, I don't know. The presentation of the Yorm fight was more boring than this, in my opinion. Oh, Storm King has spawned already. Oh, in that case, I need to behind the rock. And maybe be a little bit careful. Where is it? What? Oh, there it is. I was gonna say, I feel like it should be pretty hard to miss. Oh my god, I think I'm in the wrong spot. Everything's fine. No, focus on the giant one, not the little dude. Little dude can be collateral damage. One more? No. Missing the biggest thing. It's funny that you headcanon the Pyro Lady's hurting you as bad breath, because I've kind of always had the opposite headcanon, where it hurts because you're just like so horrified of pretty women. Because that's what happens to me in real life, so I guess that's why I have that bias. What do the snails in Elden Ring do? I don't know that I've ever even been grabbed by a snail in Elden Ring. Very difficult boss fight. Oops. Hopefully last cycle. Please. Okay, cool. Back to pickaxe only. Kills. No. I take damage when kissing pretty girls because I'm just that terrified. You get it, right? This is what you call cinematic. God, it's actually incredibly cinematic in the remake. It's crazy with the sound design and everything. It's wild. Okay. The snails go in your mouth. I did not know that. Okay, a little bit more strength. I think 30 strength is soft cap when two-handing, or hard cap when two-handing. I want to say. It's either 27 or 30. Okay, 2 more archstones. Before I start the Valley of Defilement, actually, I'm going to go use the restroom. I will be right back. Okay, I have returned. Um, After this stream, are there any other like Demon Souls weapons that you'd want to see streams of? I want to do a video on Hiltless and Marion Blade, but other than that, I'm open to streaming pretty much any weapon. I think there's a way you can like quickly get through here if you drop down at the right points, but I definitely don't know what that route is, and that will 100% kill me. I also know that running through the Valley of Defilement is probably the most dangerous Souls level to run through. Yay, Krista! I hope you enjoy the game. It is very, very fun. I think it is one of the better first experiences. I don't know that I'd say one of the better first experiences. It is one of the more unique first experiences in terms of the Souls games. Just because it's like the bosses are a lot more puzzly, right? I think your first experience with Demon Souls is going to be a lot more unique. The Blue Blood Sword? Oh, I forgot about that one. That's the one that you transfuse with a broken greatsword, right? That's definitely one I've been wanting to use. Tower Shield. I would prefer weapons that aren't like challenge weapons. That aren't unreasonably slow. Ow, ow. Stop it! Jesus. Maybe I should put on regenerators instead of thieves, actually. Probably not a terrible idea. I don't remember how to get through here. I am going the right way. I know that much. Yeah, there's the big guy on this bridge. It's not this bridge. Ow! Stop it! I'm just not being careful because I don't feel like I need to be. But I definitely should be being careful. Okay, well, if I could hit the enemies. Have a good night, Krista. Sleep well. My brace is falling off. Thank you for being here while you could. Doing the Valley of Defilement first. I don't think it's going to be that bad, but it's definitely not going to be the most fun experience you can have with this game. Granted, neither is doing Shrine of Storms first, but here we are. I've done that plenty of times. Am I going the right way? No, this is where I came from. It's through the tick room, isn't it? Yuck. Pardon me. You push enemies when you roll in this game? That's awesome. Why did nobody tell me this? And it's not like Dark Souls 3, where you like stagger them if they're not wearing armor. That's just like a proper push. Wow, that's a shocking amount of damage. Oh, if I could see. Oh my goodness. Just look like big tomatoes. Yeah, when you know they're ticks, it's a lot worse, I think. But it is kind of hard to tell from just a glance. Pardon me? I think they explode into like toxic clouds, though. Or plague clouds. So better to avoid that if at all possible. Pardon me? For the not tree trunk. Hey, speaking of the tree trunk, might have to do a stream with that in this game at some point. Yeah, I don't know. We're doing tree trunk next week, so it's not that long of a wait. Oh, really? That's it? That's the whole level? I remember it being longer. Why do people complain about that? Worst level in Demon Souls. Whatever you say. I guess people complain more about 4-2 or 5-2, I mean. I guess I am also a little over-leveled, but that's very short. Like, even if you don't know what you're doing, that's not that bad. Wriggling Demon Soul. Do I have a decent amount of... Wow, I have so little late moon grass. We can have that equipped for small heals that I may need every now and then. But I'm not wasting my full moon grass. The goblin guys and the running attack, yeah. It is annoying. But I don't know. The level is so short that I feel like it doesn't really matter. I think it's the one big guy at the end of that one bridge that is annoying, that I've heard is the culprit for this level, for that level being annoying. Like, if you're being careful, from what I remember playing it not insanely overleveled, it's not that bad. I don't remember the route through here. Okay, that's a shortcut for later. I think someone said in some video I was watching that the little guys look like turkeys. I think it was a tomato anus video. Oop, I forgot you can't really roll. Owie. Am I not plagued? Really? Oh, there it is. Oh, it's poisoned. Okay, not plague here. Plague is the one in the Archdemon arena. That's right. Go around. Probably be easier. I don't remember this being too incredibly long either, but it's also been a long time. I went through here. Uh-oh. Forgot about the big guy. Fighting the big guy while in the poison is not ideal. Ow! I'm in the poison? Let me out! I know healing is also dramatically lessened when you're poisoned. Okay. Go ahead and make my way forward. Yeah, they do definitely have beaks. I assume that's supposed to, like, allude to mosquitoes. I assume that's supposed to allude more to, like, Plague Doctor than bird, but... I stopped looking at the screen. That's a thing that I definitely cannot do at this game. You just closed the game? I don't know, it's not that bad. Back over here, I think? I guess I can just follow this. Maybe not. I have no idea where I'm at. Is it here? Might be here. I think it's here. I'm suddenly very unsure of if it is here or not. I'm pretty sure it's not, actually. Okay, slightly lost. But that's fine. That's the fun part, right? Yeah, moaning when my character gets hit, or, well, grunting when my character gets hit. It's just, I don't know. I did that for comedic effect at one point, and it's just kind of stuck ever since. How do I get back to where I was? I genuinely have no clue. Is the Moonlight Greatsword over here? Did I go just the exact opposite way of where I needed to? Owie. Pardon me. Wait. No? Is this where I'm supposed to be? This feels right. Oh my god. It's fine. The shortcut is up here? No, the boss room is up here somewhere. But I don't remember where the shortcut is in relation to the boss room or vice versa. I think the shortcut's over here. Ow, ow, ow. Don't fall, please. Running through here is not smart, but here we are. I'm sure it'll be fine. Was that the Nito scream? What? I've never noticed that before. I'm pretty sure that was the same sound effect they used for Nito's scream when he does the ground stab attack. Alright. You know, as much as the mantling was very unnecessary, I think it's really cool and adds a lot to environmental design. Like just having the boards be more jagged here. but you can still climb up it and still serve as a path is really cool and something they just couldn't have done in Dark Souls without the mantling mechanic, right? Pardon me. This is technically a shortcut. Okay. And then boss door, I just hugged the right wall, right? From here? I'm pretty sure. Crazy how I made it through Valley of Defilement easier than 3-2. Basically the entire thing. Where can I buy Full Moon Grass? Can't I buy it from patches? I don't remember. I'm pretty sure you can buy Full Moon Grass. I guess I could also just go back to 1-3 and kill a couple things for it. Oh my goodness. Stop it. The stream shouldn't be stopped. Yeah. Everything looks good on my end too, so. I think. Not here, not in here, not in here, not in here. Let me out, please. Nito's screaming at me again. My asthma. Okay, well. I have no idea how to get to the boss then, turns out. Stop it. God, the multi-hit attacks are so much more annoying just because they take so much longer. Also, hello, Ria. Welcome. We have only a few bosses left. We have Maiden Astraea, we have Maneaters, we have Old Monk, and then Boss King Gallant, and then we're done. Up here. Ah, there it is. Okay. I know where I'm going. Probably. Pretty Colossus. I don't remember. I know this guy has a gimmick. I don't remember what it is. What? Can he not attack on him? Okay. No, he can. He definitely can. It's just when the armor is breaking. Oh, no. Okay. It's just when he's not attacking. Oh my god, he has a fucking bug cannon. I forgot about that. The pain. I don't think I'm poisoned. Nope. Oh, right. I think this guy's bug status, so lowers my healing. There we go. You can run into the torches. Right, that's right. Yeah, there was something you could do to make the boss fight easier and was like completely unique to it. Alright, Maiden Astraea. I would have cried if I died to fall damage there. Let's see if I can parry her protector. I'm glad you found amusement in the Metal Gear Solid 3 reference. We got some Castlevania music going on. We like to see. Come here. Oh! There we go. Isn't it like... Is this Garl Vinland? Is that this guy, or is that a different character from a different game or something? Ouch. What right do you have? Parry ability? Oh, I'm not... Okay, I was two-handing. I didn't know I was two-handing. That's why I couldn't parry. Okay. I also just suck at parrying. That would also inhibit my ability to parry, evidently. One more. That's Finland? Okay. I'm not good with names. I don't know if that's obvious or not. Aren't the plague babies the only thing that you can grind for stones of ephemeral eyes from? Oh, she has an attack. I forgot. What the?
Dear God, have mercy.
Her baby?
Is not your abandonment of us punishment enough? Our
Come on, one more. There we go. Are smaller shields better for parrying? I'm not actually sure in this game. I mean, obviously they are in like Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, but I have no idea for this one. Oh, you can just talk to her? I knew that. Alright. These are our souls real quick. 48,000? Jesus. I mean, I guess it's an archdemon, but still, that's so many souls. Oh my god. Get a little bit more dexterity, I guess, for damage. You like damage. Now let me see if I can first try Maneaters this time, huh? Well, fourth try. Fifth try Maneaters? I don't even know. I died to Maneaters too many times to count. And too many times to not be embarrassed admitting. I don't even think I died that many times. I beat Maneaters first try in my first playthrough at least. So, I don't know. I've never really... This happens every time. I always... Every boss that I find easy when I'm playing normally ends up being stupidly difficult when I, like, record or stream a playthrough. Favorite ice cream flavor? I don't know, it depends on the brand, I guess. But like Tillamook chocolate peanut butter, probably. But like, I don't know. Vanilla bean is also just a good flavor that I really like sometimes. Depends on the day, depends on the brand. I think it's... I want to say it's Safeways or like I don't even remember what the other store that the same brand owns. Anyway, they're like in-house brand. It's Signature Select. Cookies and cream is incredible. Best cookies and cream ice cream I've ever had. I like chocolate mint, but I don't know. The mint is nice. I just prefer the like pure sweet. Because I'm autistic. Probably gonna run back from the Penetrators Archstone and get some more Full Moon Grass from the Red Eye Knights before I actually go into 1-4. But that should be, assuming I don't die 20 times, enough for Maneaters and Old Monk at least. Horrifying Staircase. Yeah. Probably not the most fun thing to walk on in real life, but it's okay. I'm good at controlling my character and definitely have not gone flying. I forgot that that's not a stagger and is instead a wind up for a charge. I definitely haven't gone flying off the edge because I suck at controlling this character several times. I need to be more careful. What is red mint? I haven't died since Maneater, of course. Where'd he go? Hello? Where are you? Why is it so easy to lose them? I can't just stay locked on because I'm 100% gonna go flying off the edge if I do that. Okay, one more. Nice. Okay. Should be easy now, right? I would have cried if I had fallen off the edge that time. Genuinely. If that attack had pushed me off the edge, I would cry. Okay, hold on. Let me be safe here. Side to Vanguard. Unfortunate. To be fair, Vanguard is difficult if you don't know the, like, strategy. Oh my god, I almost went flying off the edge. Maybe stand in safer places, huh? Maybe this bridge is safer. I mean, that didn't send me flying toward the edge, so maybe. Singular. Come back. What are you... Okay. Don't... Edging the edge. Yeah, currently mining the Maneaters. Ugh. For the 5th time. Okay, just be careful. Don't get greedy. Be careful. Okay, that was very much greedy. There it is. Finally, Jesus Christ. Okay. Better to fat roll so I don't fall off. Yeah, maybe. God, their boss weapon is like the Needle of Eternal Agony, right? I would love to use that if it did more than 20 damage a hit. Because like the gimmick of giving you souls as you attack is funny. Oh, I genuinely just stopped looking at the stream. I forgot these things were here. I thought it was just the mind flayers. Worst weapon? I know it's definitely worse than the Ghost Blade because it doesn't scale, right? We'll do it with Marion Blade, Clever Rat's Ring. I don't even think you can use Cursed Weapon on it though. Oh, rolled way too late. Oh, no. No. Roto Pasaka Crab. I hate how they clean their mandible off. That's so gross. Not mandible. What do you call it on the butterflies? Zero scaling. Isn't it like 10 physical damage and 20 magic damage or something? Like just genuinely atrocious damage. No. Rolled way too late again. I'm dead. GG. Oh no. I'm alive. For now. In physical 50 magic. Proboscis. Just gonna go ahead and run a little bit. See, this is the perfect opportunity to use the full half moon grass instead of the full moon. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and equip the new moon. Just wanted another smooch. Yeah. It's true. That was a lie. I didn't actually not want to get smooched. I needed the good luck. NPC Old Monk. That's such a weird build. Claws. Dual wielding claws. Can you parry with claws in this game? Oh my god. That was so much faster than I was expecting it to be. GG. My first experience with Old Monk in the remake was somebody with terrible internet and flame spray. Genuinely awful. One of the worst Souls experiences I've ever had. Okay. The boss can parry. Not as good at parrying as Dark Souls 1 NPCs, though, it seems. Not that I've been parried by many Dark Souls 1 NPCs, but it's definitely happens. 40 dexterity should be more than enough. There we go. What do we got? What's our final stats? Soul level 72 for the +5 quality pickaxe. What's the scaling on it, actually, now that I've... 132, god damn. That almost doubles the base AR. That's kind of crazy, actually. On top of Master's Ring, too. Getting parried by skeletons is tragic. Especially when they're, like, slightly above you on the stairs. And then they stab their scimitar through your face. Yeah, Old Monk online isn't the most fun experience. I'm gonna Thief Ring. I'm pretty sure I should be able to sneak up on them with the Thief Ring. I am, however, going to pull out my shield just in case. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, one at a time, got it. I just want a little full moon grass. Or new moon grass, whichever it decides to give you. Wow, one shot with these stats. That's not bad at all. Straight up sneaking it. Does the Penetrator's weapon exist in this game? Or in the original? Right, it's the armor that got added in the remake with the coins, right? Grass is delicious. I love grass. Yeah, I'm nearly positive the original doesn't have the penetrator armor. And people didn't, or wanted to use it, so they added it to the remake. I mean, that's probably enough, right? I've done that so many times where I've tried to use like the why god emoji. Yeah, but Plague Patches is so far away. It's just Old King Allant and the Ostrava fight, right? Shouldn't be too bad. I do definitely want to use the rune sword. I think that'd be really fun playthrough to do. Yeah. What is this thing? Oh, it's a dragon. Or yeah, dragon. Not this isn't Dark Souls. There are still dragons. They still exist. I want to try to parry this guy. A doggy. Where are you going? There we go. His super weird mutated nose. Admittedly, he does look a little bit better in the remake. It's oh hey, there's the sword. What do you know? Let's see if I can. I definitely will not be able to kite this one, huh? Because it's an archer. Okay, well, I mean... Ow. I guess kiting it wasn't really necessary. Whoa! What the? I didn't know I could do that. Pardon me, environmental design. I need you to move so that I don't get obliterated. Oh my goodness. Ow. Armor broke. I forgot that was a thing. Once I kill these two, I'm definitely gonna go back and repair. That was so much damage. Does he drop her bow? Ow. Ow. Rude. Okay. Like the Red Eye Knight in 1-1 with difficulty. You get hit once you're obliterated, but it's also very easy to just not get hit. Okay. Can you... stop. Can you backstab chain NPCs in this game, or is it only normal enemies? What the? Hitboxes, technically. Do something. Not that. Oh my goodness. Constantly backing away is annoying. There we go. Yeah, I imagine using annoying weapons, because you can... if you get invaded by someone, you have them in like your history thingy on PlayStation, right? I don't know. I've never... or I haven't played online very much on PlayStation. I don't want my weapon to break in the middle of the boss fight, so... I do have some Ed's stone thingies, but... You need meltstone to... oh, wait, no. You need repair, not upgrade. There you go. Might as well repair the shield. And then... oh. The menus are a lot slower in this game than Dark Souls, huh? Yeah, Stormwiller. That's from this game. This was the first game it was in. Dark Souls 3 stole it. I can link you the time in the stream that I used it after the stream if you want to, so you can see it in action. Didn't they add a shortcut in this level in the remake, or is it in the original as well? I have no idea. What do you talk? Hard chunk of hardstone. You can get that in. Oh wait, you're right. Most people don't dupe. I forgot. Like, wait a sec. You can get enough for the entire game and do one. But then I remembered what I did. I remembered my sins. Ow. Rude. In the remake, there is another. Or there is a shortcut. Okay. I don't think the two archers are going to be that big of a deal when I'm above them. I have the high ground. Oh god. That hurts. Maybe this much grass wasn't enough. Maybe my hubris was too much. Whoa, thief guy. There we go. Easy. Serpent Hunter and Othering. Yeah, at least the Serpent Hunter is, like, good, though. The Storm Ruler, oops, at least in Dark Souls 3, isn't so much. Oh, yeah, the dragon. Do I have Thief Ring on? Pretty sure I do. Yeah, then I can sprint through. Cool. Watching the speedrun that I watched last night did not go amiss. Was not for nothing. Oh my goodness. No idea how to get through here consistently, but I'm sure I'll figure it out. Okay, not like that. Ow. Ow. Get up. Ah. How do you do this? Is there, like, a way to time it? Or you just run and pray? That was on purpose. I'm actually farming for full moon grass. For sure. Because now I can refight the Red Eye Knights. Get more full moon grass. Was there a thing? I saw a thing. Is that just lighting? Or is it like a crystal lizard that I didn't see? The way is called 300 arrows. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to be the method that I use to get through here. Oh, my item capacity is maxed out. That's fine. Oh, almost forgot about you. Gonna be a little bit careful here. What? That wasn't parry? Timing? Don't turn your back on me. You coward. Let's see if I can successfully parry this one. No, but he couldn't successfully hit me, so real issue on his part, I guess. That was too early. Okay, now we can go. Oh my god, I'm dead. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Pardon me, please. Damn it. I went too early, and then it all fell apart. I have 21 full moon grass? Since when? Okay, yeah, like I said, farming for full moon grass. That's all that's happening right now. 100% on purpose. There is a crystal lizard there. Okay. Ow. My brace. The Velcro on my brace is not functioning well. So it comes undone really easy. Oh, what the? Speaking of coming undone easy, come on. There we go. Go ahead and... Well, for safety's sake. Oh! Oh! Dark Souls 1 male hurt sound 1.mp3. There we go. More full moon grass. Good. Well, he hit me this time, but... Sounds live on stream? What do you mean? It was just the Dark Souls pain sound. What's wrong with that? Oh. Go better! That's so rude. Why would you do that? Once again, farming full moon grass. That's really funny. They're very normal pain noises. I don't know what you're talking about. There's nothing weird about them. You're the one thinking that they're weird. Actually, I was thinking of doing that, making a mod to replace the effort sounds with me for when I stream. I think that would be very funny. Now. But I've not attempted to do that yet. I don't know how much or how difficult that would be. Damn it. Ow. Okay, everything's fine. I should do it. Okay. I will attempt to figure out how. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for him to take damage. Oh wait, no, because he's coming toward me. Okay, well, that's fine. Ow. Everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine, everything's fine. Go, 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 go. Please. Everything's fine. Nothing to worry about. Now what? Time to pray? There's gotta be a consistent way through here, right? Like, it can't just be a crapshoot. Ooh. Attack. Hello? The remake makes it really easy to tell, like, where the fire is. Crapshoot is a weird word. I would agree. Okay, can I just, like, go after the second one? Ugh. No. No, I cannot. I cannot just go. Down, down, please. What do I even do here? I've done this before, but... Not carry, it would overburden you. Is this a shortcut? It is not. I think the shortcut is over here in the remake, right? It would be very nice to have one. Google time. How to get past Dragon 1-4. Sure, Reddit has good answers. You have to either rescue Bior or kill it. Yeah, it's... The trick is to sprint past him as his flames travel down the bridge, is if you're following the blast itself. That doesn't really work in the original. It's weak to poison kunai. Oh. Well, I'm gonna try to run. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna go get poison kunai. Okay, now go. Oh, okay. Never mind, that's really easy. I just didn't know the timing. Hey, Estrava.
It's you, is it? My father. I began this instant.
Okay. Oh, he's dead. Oh my god. Rest in peace. Exploiting the dragon's kinks. Unfortunately, I do not know them. So no, I have not. Hey, Estrava, how's it going? Nice to see you. Oh my goodness. So good at parrying. Wow. A somewhat competent Demon Souls NPC. Oh. Just ask nicely. Yeah, I should have tried that. Hey, Estrava, would you mind letting me parry you, please? Maybe it'll work for this one. There we go. Hey, it worked! Thank you for the advice. Hopefully I can beat Old King Allant first try. And don't have to run past that again. What? What was that attack? Oh, it was a kick, okay. I was expecting that to kill. Ow. I need to heal. Ask Allant rudely. Okay. Thank you for the advice. I'll keep that in mind. I don't think Estrava respawns. He does drop Rune Sword though, right? Yeah. I really want to do a playthrough with that. I think you can find it in the Shrine of Storm? I don't know. You can find it before this point though. Somewhere. Is it worth using a Stone of Ephemeral Eyes? Yeah, probably. If I die, it'll be a little bit harder, but, I mean... it's fine. I did beat Allant first try in my first playthrough, so this is definitely going to take me about 6 tries. World's longest elevator. My god. Insert elevator music, yeah. Holy shit. Jesus, dude. Okay, damage is not bad at all. Ah, I didn't know about the wind. I forgot about the wind. Very cool, very cinematic fight. I really like this arena. Ah, Jesus, the wind. Okay, everything's fine. You know, oddly. Oh my goodness. He does have a very similar moveset, or like fighting style to Allant of all bosses. So maybe I'm just primed to think that because of the name. Ugh. Both bosses with very overstated difficulty as well. Hardest boss of their game, but also weirdly easy. Gale wind reference? But Gale doesn't do wind. Which is weird, because his name is Windy. Ow. I don't know. As long as I don't get hit by the D level grab, I'm not stressing too much. And even then, like, this is the final boss, so... GG's. He's him with poison. Allant or Allant? Yippee, first try.
How did you defeat my friend?
He was weak. What do you mean, how? I have a pickaxe. I'm, I don't know, I was gonna do an I am Steve thing, but I don't know. A trans person playing Minecraft. Yeah. Very typical. Very, you have to talk to the Maiden in Black. I don't know how I forgot that completely. That's funny. Should I made my character Jack Black? Well, I didn't want to make a new character and go through the entirety of 1-1 just for this one stream. I don't know. It probably would have been worth it for the bet. knowing me 100% absolutely gonna die to True King a lot. The Sea Fring with Poison Cloud. How do you get the... How do the endings work in this? I assume going further in is the one where you don't step on the maiden's head, and the one coming back out is the one where you do. Because I don't want to step on her. Not like that, anyway. Hidden form and stay at the fog wall. He'll walk up and then turn around and he can Poison Cloud. That's awesome. I like how they brought that back with the most recent Souls boss, too. Very difficult boss. Blin, blin, blin. Demonic King a lot. True King a lot. Her step on you. That would be so much better. God, especially in the remake. Okay, what is the ending where I don't hurt her? It's this way, right? Gonna not attack her? Cannot carry? Okay, well, look. If I'm gonna pick up anything, it's gonna be this. Can you carry the Storm Ruler into New Game Plus? I don't know. I'm definitely not gonna use this. I would love to do... Well. I would love to do, this weapon in New Game Plus at some point, but I don't know... I don't remember how that one scales. Alright, Demon Souls took almost the same amount of time as Dark Souls, and it would have taken a lot less time if I hadn't died to the Maneaters 20 times, but hey. Very fun weapon. Very, very fast. I assume most hammers, or I think all hammers have the same moveset, right? Moveset is entirely based on weapon class in this game, but either way, that was really fun to use. I'm glad I decided to do a stream today. Okay, I got the good ending. It's okay. It's been so long since I've seen this cutscene. Yeah, thoughts on the weapon. Very fun. Highly recommend. Oh, right. Okay. I remember how the endings work in this. Yeah, weapon's fun. We recommend trying it if you like Demon Souls. If you don't like Demon Souls, you're doing something wrong. It was fun to do a stream on a game that wasn't Dark Souls 1, but was still very similar. And we'll definitely be doing more Demon Souls streams in the future. Definitely gonna do Battle Axe at some point. I'm happy to try the Blue Blood Sword, though for that one, I don't know if that's one that I'd want to do for a video or not. It's a demon. What do you mean, why is it a tree?
The souls lost during the pandemonium were never retrieved. And today, the
I think it's just because it's like absurdly old, so it's had time for plants to grow on it and stuff. I think that's the deal there. Don't quite remember though.
A brave new hero of unprecedented power.
I do want to do a Crisp Blade run at some point because I know that that's absurdly powerful. I'm sure I'll do a highest possible DPS run at some point with the Killage. Yeah, it's literally called the old one. Well, yeah, but I don't know if that's why it has trees on it, you know? Yeah, there we go. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I love you all, and I don't know how to end this.